Hello everyone, it is always a bright and shiny day in not our studio today, but at our own home, as you can tell. I'm Leanne.
Yep. And I'm Damien, and we are your hosts for today's episode. So, Leanne, what have you been doing recently?
Nothing much really, other than like assignments and stuff like that. What about you?
With the lockdown and stuff, I've just been home, not only doing assignments, and also YouTube, I guess. There's the only thing besides TikTok that can, spend my time
Wait,
for,
you watch TikTok?
No, I actually don't. I actually don't watch TikTok.
What the hell are you saying that? Why are you saying like that?
Because you know how, on YouTube, right, there are people that always, do TikTok compilation, and instead of downloading that app and watching it on TikTok, I just watch it on YouTube instead.
Okay,
So it's, easier
true.
for me because I just need to download the YouTube app instead of downloading two apps at once.
Okay,
Yeah.
so what do you usually watch in YouTube? Do you have any specific favorites?
Yeah, I watch a lot of channels because, we have too much time. No, I shouldn't say that. We
What do you mean?
sometimes have too much time to spend sometimes. But normally what I watch is, tasty, those cooking shows to satisfy my hunger. Because we're in our house all days and, there's only instant noodles and those snacks. So I watch Tasties, which is a cooking shows.
So
what about
that's
you?
your favorite.
Yeah, because when you hear the sizzling sound of while they're cooking, the zzz,
Mouth
and then
watering.
there's the chopping sound, and then it just feels like you just feel like wow after you watch the whole thing, and then you will be like, I could do this too, chef. And then turns out that but during the next day when you're trying to do it, you'll be like, never mind, I'll just order food.
Yeah,
So it's a
true.
bad cycle. So
I mean, it's kind of like a way to cope your hunger, but at the same time you can't eat it, that kind of thing.
yes, but an advice for you to watch it when you are preparing to
Not
sleep
hungry.
before it's going to make you hungry. I remember that I watched a cooking show about I think it was making kimchi soup, the kimchi jjigae. I literally watched it at midnight. I regretted so much.
Because of you just hungry and stuff.
Yes, maybe yes. So I was trying my best to sleep. So yeah, that's my favorite YouTube channel, which is Tasty. What about you?
Well, I don't specifically have a favorite, but I do watch certain contents for example, I don't usually play games, but I usually like to watch gaming channels. Not
Oh, nice.
just not just for those typical big gaming YouTube channels is like PewDiePie and Jacksepticeye.
Yeah,
And there's
Markiplier.
also Markiplier. Not really. I don't really watch
What?
Markiplier.
How dare
Yeah,
you?
because
dare
his genre is more towards on the horror side, but sometimes Jacksepticeye and PewDiePie, they're more on more on the comedy side, even though they sometimes do play horror. And another thing is I do like to watch all those drama channels where they talk about what's going on recently, and as well as Toast. Toast is my favorite. Yeah.
What was it?
This guy's Toast. He's actually the main player of the Among Us. He's one of the main streamer that brought Among Us to the whole new level. I mean, I kind of like some of these YouTubers, the way they speak, because what's interesting about this whole YouTube thing is being a YouTuber, not just you have to create videos, you have to come up with a way to kind of keep people engaged and make it interesting.
Yep.
So I actually did watch this one video about how did all these YouTubers, they try to get people engaged. And what got me intrigued was there's this technique that a lot of people use called the storytelling technique. I'm not sure if you're aware about it.
I mean, I had storytelling competition when I was in primary school, and there's public speaking, but I think there's still a difference, right?
I mean, yeah. Funny thing is, I also used to attend storytelling competition when I was in primary school.
Oh, no.
Yeah.
Our teacher would be to shame of us. Oh no.
But the difference between like a storytelling competition and creating videos for YouTube content is that storytelling, you just follow the script, right? Like you have a story, and then you just have to memorize that story, and you have to come up with different expressions to, bring the whole story to life. It's somewhat similar to how people do in YouTube, but the difference is just the content itself. Like, for example, do you know Tommy Innit?
No.
Okay, so Tommy Innit, it's actually one of this England YouTuber. He wasn't famous until recently, which was last year. Between last year and this year, do you know how much subscribers he has gained during that year? From last year to this year, he has gained a total of 7 million.
What?
Yeah. And he's only 16 years old. Yeah, he has gained 7 million, and he's only 16.
Look at what other people has achieving,
Yeah, look at us. No, I'm just kidding. We're just started. But the thing about Tommy Innit is that I saw this video asking how do these YouTubers do, is that storytelling technique is definitely one of the ways to keep engaged. Like, have you ever watched a video where the person is just talking a lot, but they occasionally put in some of like jokes every 1 to 2 seconds, so it's kind of like keeping you focused on whatever that they're talking. So this is something that I find it really interesting lah.
But that would also require your skills to be like have a fast reaction speed to make the joke, right?
Yeah, true. That's the thing. It's like I'm not really sure how do people manage to come up with like a quick joke just like that. Probably it's because like, some people, they might have the talent. Some people are just like natural comedy people. Yeah. Sort of thing.
So are you implying that they're naturally funny?
It also takes practice, I guess. It's like, okay, everyone's first video is always different from their recent video. So it all takes practice on how you think.
Yeah, like whenever I watch a new channel, right, the first thing I do is after I watch the latest videos, I would like go to their videos playlist, and then I sort them by the oldest date, and then I watch their first video. Because like the editing,
the editing style
would be so different, and then like the way they suddenly freeze because they have no idea what to say. So it's quite funny, and yet it's sometimes like motivating to see that how far they have come, how far they become. So it's like, like you really want to like have that same achievement also, but I guess it requires some practice also.
In a way, it's like motivation, I guess. But the thing is, a lot of people, they feel like, as long as you keep on making videos, you might eventually pop up. But the thing that a lot of people might not know is how do they want to use YouTube to like sway towards their advantage. Like, you see, right? YouTube, a lot of people back in the modern days, people would say that, YouTube is just a tool where you create videos and just post whatever you want. It's true, but now because we're in the digital world, a lot of people, if you are able to know how to use YouTube properly, you can actually earn a lot of money, and it's actually an actual career. It's not like a fake career, because you get brand deals, you get brand ambassadors, and you just earn a lot of money from that.
Yeah, because I actually watched a video about a YouTuber. He literally like say how does YouTube YouTuber, they earn money. So there are like bunch of procedures they have to go through. But the first thing is they have to get enough view first. I think it was like 1,000 view for a few videos. And then after that, only money will start to get in. So it's like, it's kind of like a job. It's kind of like a marketing job. So, but the platform is on YouTube. So I think it is kind of an interesting thing because like, you know how YouTube is like an international platform. So they are like, people all over the world can see your videos, but you still have to try to make everybody as engaging as possible. So I guess it's something that is like really hard for me. I'm really bad at keeping people engaged. So
hey, don't say that. You're currently in a podcast.
Nobody hear that. Nobody hear that.
But it's like, what was I going to say? Like what you said, marketing. Like I remember what Marketing Society said to me during CNS interview. Is that you have to figure out ways to how do you want to market yourself to everyone. Like not just in like companies, not just companies do that, but if you want to make sure you're special from other people, you must have your own brand per se.
Yeah.
You get it? Like, do you realize, right? Like, not just YouTubers, but also influencers. They both have their unique personality or unique style to bring up whatever that they want to, create.
Yeah. It's like because they have their own style, so like there are different audiences that like, like they follow them because like they think that they fit the style of the influencer. So like, I mean, it's kind of audience and it's kind of an engagement between audience and the influencers also lah.
Yeah, but then the thing is, you were saying?
Yeah, no, you can go first.
Oh no, I was gonna say that YouTuber and like even though YouTuber can be considered as influencers, but there is also like a difference, I guess, because YouTuber focuses more on videos, whereas influencers is more towards on the Instagram where you figure out what kind of pictures to post. So like what I noticed for you were saying. I'm sorry,
like
I talk a lot.
It's fine. A story a day keeps the audience engaged, right? Like how you can see influencer, they normally post their products, their feedback, and then like how do they feel after they use the products and stuff.
I mean, not just that, it's also more towards like the way they edit the photos as well. Editing and color grading the pictures is also very important because you want to make sure your feed is consistent all the way. The style and everything. If it's very random, people are unable to identify what type of category you're trying to target. So it's really hard for you to go up if you're not able to identify what kind of niche market that you're going to do.
Is that why nobody comes to me to like to push their products?
I mean, technically speaking, your IG feed is questionable. No, I'm just kidding.
How dare you? Yours questionable too.
At least mine.
Speaking of brands, right? You know, like how international YouTubers and our Malaysia YouTubers, they have some sort of differences. Have you heard about this?
I think it's kind of
let me ask you first. Do you know what's the differences between international and our local YouTubers?
I'm not really sure though. To me, I guess it's kind of like a yes and no. Because like yes, the difference in yes is because I mean this also depends on the perspective of like what type of video you're watching, right? For me, if I'm watching like local YouTubers, I focuses more on their short skits, like short video films or skits. Like for example, The Ming Thing, Ginny Boy, and maybe say Jen. Like it's very a lot of the videos they do are very short skit wise, but when it comes to like watching international, I watch more on gaming and also vlog style, I guess, and what kind of issues that they address, stuff like that.
Yep.
So kind of like
because because I actually has watched a video before. It basically talks about the difference between local and international YouTubers. So according to the video, it says that in Malaysia, our YouTubers are mostly recording vlogs and not like those professional. Because like how when you watch international YouTube's videos, right? They're basically teaching you how to do stuff. They are like professional videos that talks about like medical stuff, and then like My Tasty, it talks about cooking stuff and different kind of stuff, right? Like those very professional knowledge. Because because like the YouTubers themselves, right? Especially in international, they actually started YouTuber in order to pass down those professional knowledge. Meanwhile, in Malaysia, oh my god, I feel bad for saying that. Like you can realize that most of the famous YouTuber in Malaysia are rich people, which means like they actually started from a small group first. They are like already famous, like way before YouTube. After they started like vlogging themselves. Yep.
Is it the 小红人 the YouTube?
It's just 红人. It's not 小红人. There's no 小 inside.
Oh, okay. No, because I remember last time there was this really huge YouTube group. Back then, it's like they all went famous from their Facebook. You know, posting like really cute and very handsome selfies. Yeah. And then they all decided to group up together to form this YouTube group called 红人 or something.
It's just 红人, like the Momo, right? the song, it was very famous way back then. But apparently it seems that because most of our famous YouTubers in Malaysia, right, they are more of a lifestyle vloggers, so they don't really have that much knowledge to spread to people. So what they normally do is in order to capture the attention of the viewers, they need to do funny stuff like, you know, prank, which is like, I don't know why it's like very famous in Malaysia. Like most of the videos that you see in Malaysia are just pranks. Like it would be fun the first time you watch it, but after you watch it a few times, you'll get like a bit sian of it, I would say.
Yeah, see, this is the thing. This is the thing. This is where I say yes and no to the differences, because no is that when it comes to pranks, it's actually happening everywhere. It just depends on where are you living, because every location has different cultures. So like I know that a lot of local or say international, they would try and come up pranks because this is what people want to see. They want to see people getting pranked and just laugh about it like haha. But at the same time it's like how to say, you know how some YouTubers, they would try to create drama on purpose?
Yeah.
Just so that they would boost up their sales or boost up like their existence and stuff. Like what you mentioned about local YouTubers and influencers doing those kind of pranks. It reminded me this feud going on between this gaming YouTuber called Song and I think Cody Hong.
Yeah, I heard about that also.
So
and
it's
like I mean, like, it was supposed to be just a personal thing, but then they just, you know, made it public. A very big thing. Yeah.
So quick story about that is that Song was roasting Cody in one of his YouTube videos, right? It was meant to be just for fun, because Song is the type of person who roasts anyone. You know, it's just for fun. It's nothing personal. But Cody Hong kind of took it personal and felt like he was attacking him, so he just went online and just bashed it back. But the thing is that it kind of backfired also, because people found out, like, in his previous videos, in Cody's previous videos, is that he did the same thing with his friends. I think it's called Clarence, right?
Yeah, Clarence Wong, right? Clarence,
like he pranked him by buying him this dog bowl, like an actual dog bowl, for Clarence to eat and drink with that bowl. So he said it's a prank, but at the same time, it's like, if you're unable to take criticism, you know, from other YouTubers, then why are you doing the same thing with another YouTubers, right?
Yeah, it's like they always say that you, like the other person, should know how to take criticism properly, but at the same time, when they were receiving criticism, they would be like, why are you guys like bashing me back? I was like, okay.
Yeah, exactly.
So, yeah, it's just maybe as a influencer, you also need to have the skill to like take criticism and know when is the criticism happening and when it's not. Like, because you know like how,
because you're constantly being watched.
Yeah,
by the
like
public.
if you are a great person, if you are a famous influencer, you will have people that support you, and you will also have people that don't support you, right?
I mean,
like, when you were reading the post, there's comments under there,
Yeah,
so
true.
I think it's like one of the skill to be influencer. You have to know how to take criticism and then try to make it into something that you need to, like how after you receive the criticism, what we normally do is we will fix the problem. So I think that's one of the skill that influencer need to learn also.
But like, you want to say that even though like it's a prank and people take criticism, but what's working for them is that it actually keeps them on trend. That's the thing. Like some people, right? It doesn't matter if it's a negative impact or a positive impact. It's like some people. It's like as long as you're able to, get yourself up to the list, you're good. Because then people know who you are already. It just depends on how do you want to portray. Like David Dobrik, the Try Guys. I mean, not the Try Guys. David Dobrik. He got bashed because of the previous videos he made. With this.
Which one?
Okay, so there's this recent feud going on with David Dobrik, is that he was being accused of supporting trigger warning right there, sexual assault. So
okay, I have been warned. Warned too.
David's style usually involves a lot of pranks as well. Like it's the same thing as like a lot of the pranks that's been done. Like they try to get those really fancy captions like, oh, I just got a new house, or like I found my mom, like my long lost mother or something like that, but just to find out that it's all just jokes. That's just his style though. But there's this one specific video that people cannot stand, is that David's video, he invited a group of girls, I think, to have like party with them and stuff like that. And I think they wanted to create this really interesting content where this guy called Dom tries to I think hook up with one of the girls. So even though the girls are actually minors, if I'm not mistaken, and they already specifically said that they want to they just want to have a good time, they don't want to get drunk, no hookups, no one night stand, nothing. But because for the sake of content, right, David kind of bought a lot of alcohol and wine, and specifically I think get one of these girls drunk, and this guy Dom kind of brought the girl to the room and just tried to what happened lah. And in the video you can see that David and the other friends were trying to peek through the doors to see what was going on. They were all excited, but back then people thought it was just a prank or a joke. It's nothing, because this is something that he's usually done, so he can get away with it. But because the reason why people are coming out and bashing David is because people actually realize what kind of this kind of action is wrong. So people are just getting mad, and David is just losing a lot of brand deals. It's the same thing with...
I feel like some of the content creators, right, YouTubers, they will do literally anything in order to boost their views, their subscribers and stuff. Like how recently it's that this very famous feud that's happening in our Malaysia circle, the YBB case. So basically, what she did was she was found out that she has been scamming people's money. Her friend, her followers, subscribers, money has been scammed by her. So it turns out that she has a gamble addiction, and because addiction is a scary thing, you will never know when you can stop, you will try to stop, but actually you can't stop it. So it turns out that she ended up doing some crimes, which include stealing other people's identities
And
identity
scamming
card.
lah.
Yeah, like just scamming and stuff lah. But
Oh.
just as we thought everything has finished, because like she apologized and stuff ma. The next day, there's a video of her coming. I mean, I don't think it was a video. I think it was a story of her like coming up talking about like how she exposed her friend's dark secret. So it's like we actually don't really know. I actually don't really know whether she is like just trying to make people aware of her friends, or is she really just doing it just for the views? Because like it's kind of a marketing thing. You need to capture the audience attention, just like you say just now. So sometimes you'll be like, is she doing it on purpose, or is she really like So it's kind of a thing that we need to learn how to see whether it's true or false lah. I mean, it's kind of the same with the video that you say just now by
David Dobrik.
Because I remember like there are videos on YouTube, right? So basically, I remember watching one video. It was also a prank video where this I think it was international. There's this two person. I think they were husband and wife. They have a swimming pool. They invited their friend. So their friend is like in a wheelchair. So what they did was they were having a chat near the pool, and then suddenly they pushed the guy into the pool. Like the guy was in the wheelchair, so he literally can't swim at all.
Oh my god.
Yeah, and then after I watched it, I was like, so basically what they did after push it down, the video just ended like that.
Huh?
So we don't really know whether the guy that was pushed out was safe or not. But there's how there's the commenting right in YouTube.
Yeah.
Their comments say that it's actually set up, and it's set up, and then like the person's who has been pushed is fine. But while you were watching it, you'll be like, is it really true? Like, do you think it's funny like watching people like getting pushed into the pool when he or she has no power to save him or herself?
Yeah.
So like sometimes you'll be like, wow,
it's
what is actually really happening?
Yeah, it's like there's no explanation about it, and then you're not sure whether it's true or not. It's the same thing as the gold digger prank that people normally really likes. It's like, it's fun to see people getting served, but at the same time, because there's so many of this similar video going out, you're just not really sure whether like this looks really scripted or it's like really, really fake. But like you mentioned, doing all of this is for views and possibly even get like money from other companies who try to like pay them to advertise their products. So, which is why I have like this question for you guys out there. Is that
question, guys?
Yeah, do fame and money actually change people, or do fame and money helps to reveal people their true self?
I mean, that's the only answer that the audience knows, right? So I guess we'll let the audience to find out the answer about it themselves.
Yeah, you guys can just think about it, whether it's actually like you see people saying you've changed, but is it them changing, or is it just them revealing their true self? You know what I mean? Yeah. So I think that's all for today's episode. So I hope you guys enjoyed listening. But here we're signing off. Bye.
Signing off. Goodbye. Stay safe, guys.